Hi, I'm Hannah Marie, and I'm playing Samantha Thatcher, the Spooky.
Hello, my name is Jimmy, and I'll be playing Christopher Watson, the Expert.
Hi there, I'm Stabbykinz, and I'll be playing Callum Reyland, the Spell Slinger.
And hello, everyone. I'll be your keeper for the evening, Grizz, and I'll be playing the Darkness Without and Within. All of our hunters here. How you doing, players?
Good.
Everything's wonderful.
What? All I can see is a bunch of well-to-dos about to do some well-to-don'ts. You enjoy that one?
Yeah. just a little bit. Just a little bit. As a treat.
So, when we last left the hunters of Willoghby Falls, we had ended up in the Harrison Whitaker Community College because Christopher had decided to go do some last bit of research on the dragon to see what he could discover, only to discover the dragon had gone through his research. Turns out our expert monster hunter had done plenty of hunting at his time, which makes perfect sense, but expert hunters also keep a lot of notes about their hunt, like dragons, for instance. Details about where to find them, how to locate them, and how to get them to you. Which is terrifying in its own right. We had also managed to get Eleanor Whitaker to a place where she could be healed with Grandma Thatch, enigmatic as she is and pleasant as she is to talk to. Didn't do as much as we thought as much as she could, because there was still the trouble deep inside Miss Eleanor Whitaker. And Samantha took it upon herself to try to dig a little deeper and scare off Eleanor, as it were. Probably by going too deep and revealing a secret he didn't want revealed. The details of which are scarce, but you seem to be enjoying the company of the dragon in question. That led to a side trip to the... I don't even know, the old folks home. I don't remember what I called it, actually. What did we call that thing? Does anyone have notes?
My notes are in a pile of papers, I will be honest.
Awesome. Where they encountered three people, not unlike themselves, Mitchell Wiggins, Randall Whitaker, and Annabelle Willoughby, one of which is certifiably scary. And the other two are certifiably badass motherfuckers that probably shouldn't be fucked with. But they pointed you in a path to more information, kind of getting you to better understand the situation that you're in. But the very last thing we left off with was Magma, the Crossroads demon, telling Christopher to knock off the shit, essentially. But here we are in Christopher's studies, his study. The conversation with Magma just happened, and you're ready to truly hunt your dragon, maybe.
I get out my stupor, basically. I think I know where the dragon's heading to.
Really?
Yeah.
Where might that be?
If I remember correctly as well, I received the flyer for this rally. So I'm going to show them the rally for Mayor Wiggins.
Yeah, but that's tomorrow at noon.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
The rally takes some place at tomorrow at noon.
Okay.
You do show them the flyer, but you also get the idea that the last thing you want to do is go fight a dragon in the middle of a rally.
Yeah. That's. Well, I know. Let me rephrase. I think I know where it might show up, but I think we need to find it sooner. But I luckily enough have some of my research notes here. I started going through it. And is there like a specific thing that's been taken from like my notes on like?
Well, how do you describe your note-keeping capabilities? What does it look like when they start seeing you parse through all your papers?
It's most likely a very I have different journals on different beings and stuff like that. So, and all of them are pretty nicely laid out, and like some is like if it's like a specific dragon or something like that, it's like known location, this, or I might have censored it in the past or done something.
Wait. You have interacted with dragons before?
It's long story.
When were you planning on offering up this information, Christopher?
I didn't think I would have to bring this up at all.
I mean, we kind of live in a town with a dragon, apparently. Seems awfully pertinent.
It was another life.
Well, I guess since we can't go back in time, now's as good a time as ever. So, this thing, for whatever purposes that we may have gleaned, wants to take down the mayor at a rally tomorrow. That means that now or never is the time.
Exactly.
Because we can't do this in public. This town is weird. It's not ready for that much weird.
That is true.
Yeah.
Storyteller, game master.
Hi, that's
whatever
me.
you prefer to be called.
You can call me anything. What's up?
That buzzing in my head is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Has it increased or decreased in strength as the moments have ticked by?
Pretty strong here. It got stronger and stronger as you approach the library. It's very strong where you are right now.
Right now, I think our recourse is to move forward. The only way out at this point is through. Hesitation will not result in anything good.
Yeah. I agree.
All right.
And I grab the journal and some of the loose pieces that most likely were just like thrown in as well.
And I will try and follow that sensation as it grows worse and worse. And take that as a good indicator that we are approaching where we need to be.
Do you leave the building?
If that is where the sensation takes me.
No, it's just steadily getting more intense as you're standing there.
So it's not pulling me in any sort of direction?
Make me a weird roll. The stat, everybody. The stat is weird. The stat is called weird. Don't make a weird roll. Make a weird roll.
That is the most weird you could possibly get.
Yeah, no, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. You're trying to be like, you all have the idea. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a hot and cold situation. You're technically correct, except you're standing there like, man, this is a hot zone. This is where it's hot. Except when I try to walk away, it gets colder. But if I stand here, it's hot. If I really focus, getting hotter as I go down.
I think we might have another. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I do dramatic pause way too much. There is every reason to believe that the dragon probably left the building. It's true. But if it's strongest here,
Was there more or
no, that was the end. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't tell when you're doing a dramatic pause or when you're done.
I'm really good at them. I'm sorry.
No, it's. So you said if I go down.
It does seem to be getting hotter as you go down.
Guys, I think we have another tunnel situation.
Not another one.
Is it? Darn it. Or do I know of any like basements or?
You're on the second floor.
Oh yeah. So. All right.
And there are basements in this community college.
Okay, that's what I was just making sure of. So.
Follow the leader, and then Samantha will start heading down the stairs.
They're following after Samantha.
Feel free to peruse your research, Christopher. You know, might have been helpful if we could have perused it at our leisure, but hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, we need to get this done.
Would you like to make a roll as you walk, Mr. Christopher?
Sure. So, what would this be?
Make that roll.
What would this be? This would be a...
Well, you have a thing.
Oh yeah, Dark Past, yep.
No.
But,
No, you...
Oh, the lore library, yep.
Yeah. Don't make this any messier than it already is, please.
We're already in so much trouble.
I'll investigate a mystery.
I mean, if you want to roll, I'm not going to stop you.
No. Yeah, I'm going to do investigate a mystery with a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Mid with 1 hold. All right. 11.
Very well. So for your notes, this isn't really asking. This is me just going. I'm just going to tell you. Because these are your notes. So you're going through. Dragons. They get a bad rap, right? Like, yeah. Throughout history, humans and dragons haven't necessarily gotten along. But in your travels and research, for the most part, it's usually because human beings are complete assholes, just fucking over dragons all the time.
Yep.
And it wasn't until like the humans started to mine into mountains to get all the pricey, nice shit, the dragons went, "Hey, I'm living on this mountain. Give me that stuff. It's mine." And other situations like that. But a lot of times, people of magical persuasion and dragons got along really, really well, and for the benefit of usually an entire community. And there are plenty of situations like that you've discovered in your travels of just really lush or vibrant areas. People come in and they're like, "Wow, why is this place so beautiful?" And then I think I probably might cut out a little bit there. And then it would slowly start to decay, and no one would know the reason why. And more often than not, it's because either the humans or the dragons couldn't keep their side of the bargain, and one of them left. But to outright betray a dragon was just folly. It was a stupid fucking thing to do, unless you knew exactly how to fuck over the dragon from the jump. Which happened more often as time went by, and slowly and surely humans continuously got the upper hand until there are, from your last point of finding, maybe 80 dragons worldwide still alive.
There was 81.
Well, there may be more. You're not that thorough.
No, that's fair, but
Yeah. As far as dragons making it to the Americas, at least European dragons making it to the Americas, there hasn't been that many records of them. Most of the dragons that were already here were either killed off or fled to the far reaches of the Americas, where it's very, very fucking hard to access them. So the idea of a European dragon getting here isn't far-fetched, but that takes a lot of planning and skill on the parties of both the humans and the dragons themselves. That is... You do have a couple pieces of paper missing, and it's a record that you managed to find of Western dragons that are known, at the moment. At last year count, there was 22 of them.
There's 22 Western dragons. Okay.
Did you say 2? I said 22.
No, I said 22. I said 22.
Sorry. That was my bad.
So I know there's 22 Western dragons, but there's a record of it being missing of like where they were, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you make it. You're going through the main hall on the first floor. The headache that you have, the buzzing in your head, the static, continues leading you downwards, but you don't see an immediate way to get downwards. It takes a bit of finding, but you do find the large double wooden doors that lead downstairs to the archives of the Harrison Whitaker Library. Community college. Sorry.
By the time we get to the doors, I imagine that my nose is just bleeding.
It's not quite yet. It's more like tinnitus, like a loud ringing in your ears. Like it hurts, but you're not actively pushing against it. You're just kind of accepting it. If you wish to push against this force, that might make your nose bleed a little bit in effort.
Now I'm trying to let it pull me, so...
Yeah. You're going with the river, which is probably the only reason your head isn't getting far worse. With that notion, Callum. You're not as tied into the mind powers of all the mind power bullshit as Samantha is, but even you're starting to feel a little like buzz in the back of your head that's legitimately uncomfortable. And you're starting to understand what Samantha's been going through the entire time.
Yeah, okay, this place is just giving me the creeps.
Well, it's a school, so it's not unfounded. No offense, Christopher.
None taken.
Let's open up these doors and proceed down into the archives. Did Christopher... did someone say hold on?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Did Christopher share this information with us, or is this just information? Okay.
I would be sharing... yes, I would be sharing most of that information. Mostly, though, I would be keeping the fact that there's 22 Western dragons to myself, but I would say a couple. I do know of a couple of locations.
Imagine you've been trapped underground for years and years and years, and suddenly you're free, and you're all alone. What would you do?
I would want to take revenge, to be honest. But
imagine if it was us. You were all alone for years, and then you return, and we're gone. I would like to assume that you'd try to find us.
I would.
I would say that I understand this thing's motives if it weren't for the murder. But then again, I suppose I can understand that too. It's how we get it to stop that is the puzzler. And with that, I will proceed down the stairs because I don't have an answer, but I gotta take some form of action.
So you make your way down the stairs. The first thing you notice as the doors open up, you start walking down the stairs. It is technically pitch black. However, at the very bottom of the stairs, through another set of double doors, through the light, through the windows lead into and the doors lead into the archive, you see a very familiar green glow coming from the inside.
Are we ready?
As ready as it will be.
I guess so.
And I will sneak up to the door and try and peek in through the windows.
Samantha.
Yes.
As you peek through the windows, got me there. As you peek through the windows, you see 8 reptilian eyes staring at you through them.
Like all on one face?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. So, we got 4 somethings in there.
And they all blink vertically as they gaze upon you. And you hear a purr that kind of shakes the door as they kind of slip into the green glow coming through the inside of the door.
The cats.
Kitties.
Kitty!
Genuinely, as Samantha pushes the door open, she will move very slowly, hands where they can see her. And literally, because she has done this every time she's gone into the library, murmur quietly, "Hi, kitty." And see what they do.
As you push the door open, you hear a deep rumble that sounds like a purr, but it's actually more like a rattling hiss. So Samantha's right there. Are you guys just... I never want to assume what the two of you are doing, but are you pushing open the other door? Are you hanging back?
Yeah.
Speak your truths, guys. I gotta know the scene here.
Yeah, Christopher, you got this, man. You can go next.
I'll be heading in with Samantha as well.
Are you pushing open the other door at the same time? What are you doing?
At the same time.
Okay. Callum, are you hanging back?
Yeah, I'll be taking up the rear.
How far back are you hanging?
Yeah, just a few feet behind, just in case.
Okay, so you're right behind them. Okay, got it. That's not falling back. Is like you know what I mean? I'm trying to gain some distance here. Got it. Okay, so you push both doors open. This is the sight that grieves the two of you immediately, and Callum in just a second after. Whatever the archives were doesn't really fucking matter anymore. As you see, kind of in the middle of this mini crater that blasts outwards in a circle of blackened soot. All of the tables, all of the shelves, and all of the filing cabinets have been blown off to either side. To make room for what you can see is a small ritual circle surrounding the middle. Hanging out of a singular orb, just kind of glinting above the summoning circle. It's this golden green flame that just flickers in and out to light the area. before the two of you immediately, you see three you see not three. You see four pit bull-sized reptilian creatures that are. It's the best way to describe this is, it has the body of a bullfrog with the head of a Gila monster, and you see these two-tailed creatures with long rattles shaking behind them as they sit there crouched with large, bulbous, golden yellow eyes blinking vertically at you. One of them has their tongue sticking out, and you can hear the of the rattle and that deep guttural purr that seems to come from the base of their bulbous throat as they breathe outward. And the four of them are staring at you. You can't quite see from right where what's in the ritual circle.
Samantha tries to keep her body language easy and her voice calm as she says, "We're okay. We just want to help. Okay?"
You hear the rattles rattle louder.
I know I'm not anyone's favorite person right now. But you remember me, right?
Samantha.
That's me.
I need you to tell me the truth honestly.
Yes.
When you said you wanted to help, were you telling the truth?
Yes. Yes, she was.
Who did you want to help?
She wants to help everyone. Like, I can't put it any other way than that. If Samantha could magically find a solution that makes everyone happy, she'd do whatever it takes. She has a great... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The rattling slows down. But they blink at the three of you again. You hear that rumbling terror as they purr one more time, not moving.
I'm just going to.
Can I get a? Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. It's cool. No. I think it's Callum.
Yeah.
You hear that same rumbling purr from behind you.
Oh. He slowly turns around.
So the cool thing about the Harrison Whitaker Community College is that the halls are very large and open spaces. It allows for a mass amount of students to pass through to get to their classes with relative ease. One of the talking points, and they're all really nice, wonderful marble floors. The wood paneling is amazing. It allows for very large things to get through. So behind you, Callum, you see the exact same monster, but roughly the size of a lawnmower, like a zero-turn one. You know what I'm talking about? Like the really big ones you see in large fields.
Oh, like the ones with like the big fucking levers and shit.
Mm-hmm. And you see it slightly towering over you, and you see like one of its tongues lash out over one eye, and you hear the deep rattle one more time as this purring is a lot rumbling. It's not moving.
Wow. Hey, bud. Man, you're
Okay. Go ahead.
You're a lot bigger than the other ones.
And out of the shadow, you realize it was hanging from the ceiling as one leg detaches from the ceiling and it slowly drops to the ground.
Dang, that's it's pretty sneaky, pal. I respect that. I would definitely do the same thing if I could do that.
It blinks at you and licks one of its eyes. You see like this weird green snot come out of one of its bulbous nostrils. You gotta go death phase and drop to the floor, and you hear it sizzle.
Yeah, charming. Oh god. I'm just gonna keep inching this way, pal. Don't mind me. I'm just
Back into Christopher.
Oh shit. Christopher, what the fuck are you doing? Keep moving, pal.
I'm going to. What do you think I'm doing? It's just slowly moving forward.
Rattling gets a little louder as you move forward, as they look at all four pairs of eyes in the front row of these creatures stares directly into Christopher.
Hey, they're okay. I like hold out my hand, a la Jurassic World, and just like kind of give them the opportunity to smell, to like essentially animal behavior. Let them have control of this situation.
My God,
The one closest to you, its eye goes over to you and kind of looks, but the other three are still focused. The other 7 eyes are focused at Christopher. When you hear a deep, rumbly voice, and Callum, you realize it's coming from behind you, as you hear a voice just go, "Why?"
What?
I slowly turn around.
It's staring daggers into you, Christopher.
Why? Why what?
It licks one of its eyes.
Look, I'm trying to help.
Hey, Yumi.
Yes.
Buddy.
Yes.
For telling the truth.
In his mind, Christopher is trying to help, yes.
So he means it.
Yes.
Who is he trying to help?
I'm trying to help this dragon, or just trying to help this dragon, and I did not like how they were treated previously, but they don't need to go around killing other people either.
Why shouldn't they go around killing other people, Christopher? Don't they have the right?
It's not their. Just because they were part of that family that was part of that does not mean that they were the ones who did it to them.
If they wish to continue, do you still wish to help them?
I don't want to. If they are going to continue hurting others, I want to solve this in a peaceful way. I do not want them to hurt the others, though.
If the peaceful way ends in the death of all of those family members, and that's the only way this dragon can find peace, will you help? Hold that thought. But you see, you hear the small ones, the rattles get a little louder, then slow down. As the big one's eye, one of them staring at Christopher, but kind of seems to go lazy a little bit. The other one turns and looks directly into Callum as you hear that same deep rumble. What?
He kind of like sniffles and wipes his nose on his sleeve. He's gonna reach into his jacket, and he's been hanging on to this one for a hot minute. He's gonna pull the one thing that he managed to stow away from the terrible tragedy that was rendered upon him so long ago. He's gonna pull the last chicken wing from his Clucky's meal, the only one that he managed to really save. He's gonna hold it up. I come in peace. See? Chicken.
Hey, Stabby, have you ever had like something just whipped out of your hand so fast you thought it was still there? You don't know which one of the small ones took it. You'll probably never know. But you start to understand how deadly these creatures are because you see that chicken wing in your hand, and then your brain has that object permanence moment where you see the outline, and it's still in your hand, right? It's gone. It's been gone. It's been gone for a while, hasn't it? You don't know which one ate it, but it's gone. But you get the impression that's not what they were asking.
My plan didn't work.
No, you just offered them food. Thanks, man. You fed the guards.
My lost piece of chicken. No. This is gonna be my villain arc.
Honestly, that out of character, the direction I thought you were going with, I was like, I'm here for revenge, and I thought that would have been an amazing last moment for Callum Reyland.
He was very fucking tempted. Believe you me, he was very fucking tempted.
And they just swallow him.
I demand the $8.95 for my combo meal.
All right, so go ahead.
A certain balance to be kept in magic. I'm sure you can get into all the symbolism and the mumbo jumbo. And sometimes you have to get down to the nitty gritty, to the basics. Shit like karma, justice, even. Frankly, I don't really know the truth of everything that's gone down between this town and the dragon. Wasn't there myself after all. Maybe there's something else that can be done besides just fighting over it. There's good people here after all. And who knows? Maybe you dragons aren't so bad either.
The rattling stops altogether. And you see the big one lick one of its eyes one more time. And you see it do something that's highly unsettling and allows you to understand how you didn't notice the fuck out of this thing immediately. You see it shimmer and then just go into the background. Gone.
Did it just activate its predator stealth?
They're very good at what they do.
That's a dangerous game and all that.
The four in front of you, however, simply... Sorry, I had to imagine their movement in my mind, and it was very unpleasing, but now I have to describe it. I don't know what a hop slither would ever look like, but that's what they do.
Oh.
Jimmy, I love you, man.
No.
Every time I fucking love your hop slither.
No.
Why would you make me imagine? But you see them go off to the side and let you through, still staring at the four of you. And then as you're walking past them, the ones closest to you, to the farthest away, you see them just slowly phase into the background. And you imagine they're not far. Good kitties. But this allows you to take a couple steps farther into the crater, into the actual center of the archive area. In the center of the circle, now that you're seeing more details, it looks highly traditional runic. I think all three of you would kind of recognize a lot of the patterns as a lot of the stuff you might see in some Norse lore. And sitting in the center of it, cross-legged, with her eyes closed, you see Eleanor Whitaker.
Nice to see you.
You see an eyelid to it. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I'm just Christopher's just struggling with what's happening. Basically, it's just he's just looking at Eleanor, just trying to find words. That's all.
You see one of her eyebrows twitch, but she doesn't respond immediately. It looks like she's been doing this for a hot minute. You can see sweat on her brow. She's panting a little.
Doing a bit of big magic there, huh? You know, that's really hard to do on your own. At least without a greater cost. You ran away before we could talk some more.
You see her glance up and look at you, Samantha, and you see both of her eyes have turned into a stormy gray, like just cloudy going through it. I have nothing to say to you. You're lucky I was weakened by my...
Sorry, I lost you.
You're lucky I was weakened. No one touches my mind.
Well, I wouldn't have had to if you had just answered honestly.
Samantha, now's not the time.
Now it is the time, Christopher, because we want to understand and we want to help, and that is impossible to do unless we know what is happening. You know what we thought? We thought you were their victim. And now I'm getting the sense that you're more of an accomplice or a friend. And I don't know what is up or what is down unless you talk to us.
Said, I'm not talking to you.
She does laugh at that, like a very harsh, bitter sound, but she will step back and gesture to Christopher or Callum to take it from there.
I'll go ahead and step forward. As much as Samantha... we're gonna have to talk about that later. She is right in some ways. We do want to understand what is going on and why are you doing this? Helping the dragon. I understand.
You don't know what I'm doing.
I don't, but I want to understand. I'm going to look at the circle.
Sure. Who wants to make a... Who wants to investigate a mystery or read a bad situation? Either one is fine.
I would like to read a bad situation.
Sure. Anyone can do this. It's totally fine.
I'll go ahead and investigate a mystery.
I'll help.
Sure. Who are you helping?
I'm going to help Callum.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Oh no!
Hell yeah!
Oh no!
Hell yeah, dude!
I lied. I don't help.
Oh,
I have done the exact opposite.
Go to roll there, Callum. You got this. I believe in you. Doggy.
Hey.
Oh, right.
All right. Well, I guess the most pertinent question I can ask is, so what is it going to do?
Oh, hold up a moment, just 1 second.
Okay.
No, you did get a partial. I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just making sure I got my ducks in a row because there are so many ducks.
Too many ducks.
Hey, by the way,
that's the next episode. By the way, it's too many ducks. Too many ducks. Okay, you get 1. What you asking?
Oh, what is it going to do? When you were down in the caves, you saw a siphon, and then you also saw a suppression. This is doing both. What she has created here is an infinite circle with something as the battery, but you can't quite tell what it is actively trying to echo out over a massive area to suppress something. You're not quite sure what it is yet, but it is definitively big magic. And as you're looking around, you realize that the blast radius that you see all around you from the center of these archives was the casting of this ritual. He's doing some pretty big stuff here. Oh, then read a bad situation. Let me just all right. So, Christopher.
Yes.
What you see before you, pretty much the exact same situation that you saw down there, where it's a siphon, and a suppression system.
Yep.
That is drawing energy from a very big goddamn battery. You don't know what that battery is, but whatever this thing is trying to suppress, it must be fucking massive, and it's probably not on your side. Just judging by the look of it. Whatever this is supposed to suppress is big bad news.
Yep. You're trying to suppress something. I understand that, but what are you trying to suppress? Eleanor, I'm trying to understand here.
She shakes her head.
Listen, I know we haven't exactly gotten off to, a great start and all. Things were said, mines were, invaded. Admittedly, part of that was my fault. Ultimately, we're trying to help keep the town and its people safe. The innocents. Is that, not what you're trying to do, too?
That's what I was trying to do. And I failed.
Failed how?
I let it in.
You let the dragon in? And what your goal is to bring it here and suppress it again?
Oh.
Then what? We're trying to understand. Please.
What are you going to be making? I don't know. How would you like to go about getting her to open up, y'all? There are rolls and moves you can make.
I'll go ahead and roll to manipulate someone. Hopefully this will work. This requires charm. Well, I'm not terrible at that. Hey, all right. Look, I just want you to work with us. That's all. I mean, suppressing the dragon, sure. But ultimately, we're trying to find a peaceful resolution to all of this. Try and keep things with as little bloodshed as possible.
He looks up at Callum and kind of nods her head a little bit. One time I said its goal is to recreate its homeland.
Sorry, can you say that one more time?
One time it said its goal was to remake its homeland. It wants to. I'm not trying to suppress the dragon. I'm trying to keep any other ones from joining it. She kind of glances.
What did it promise you?
Didn't promise me anything.
So you expected to just let it go and that everything would be fine.
It wasn't nothing. I didn't do anything to let it go. It made. I have spent the past 16 years running that library. The rest of the family never goes near it.
You were lonely, weren't
Even
you?
if you're, it can get lonely surrounded by folks. And as is my duty, every month you're supposed to go down and check on the steel. And after 2 or 3 years, it started talking to me. about life on the surface, things I had missed. And those weekly, they turned to weekly visits. After a while, it was after I closed down the library every day.
You got to know this dragon intimately, didn't you?
I'm not gonna make you guys roll for this. She's not looking at any of you. She's just looking down at. She has her eyes closed as her head is downcast. You can see she has tears on her face.
Eleanor, you thought you were doing the right thing by releasing the dragon.
I didn't release the dragon.
No. You were tricked, weren't you?
No.
We're coming to our own conclusions because you are belaboring the point. You're not telling us how we can help and what actually happened. You may not like me, and you know what? I don't really like you. But even though we don't like each other, I still want to help. I still want to make this right for you and anyone else in this situation. Please. We need to know the whole of it.
Just let me. Hell is draining me.
I will.
It was using the words we spoke to weave a spell. Dragons are patient, and they take their time. And over time, it was re-encanting the seal. And I didn't notice. Why would I? It didn't promise me anything. It didn't. Everything it said was genuine. So I thought until we were talking and I heard a rustle behind me and I look up. And it's a drake. They've been quietly summoning aid over the past 7 months and replaced important people in the town that I would interact with normally to slowly make sure it could enact its plan. I heard 2 cracks before I went black, and then when you found me. One, I whipped around and heard the seal break. The other was my head hitting the seal. That's my story. is all I can do. I can't fix it. I can't reseal her. All I can do is make sure that she doesn't get what I'm trying to do. And you see her kind of like tilt forward. Callum, with that roll, it is becoming very apparent that she's using herself as the battery. I'm trying to make Willoghby Falls a blind spot. The dragon. That's all I can think of.
You're draining yourself way too fast for it to make any kind of long-term impact.
Only temporary. But we don't know how many of them could be above us right now. And you'll have to forgive the cats. They I gave them a very specific order, and they're very good at what they do.
Yeah, I can certainly see that.
You hear a croak somewhere off to your right, Callum. That just means they like you.
I certainly hope so. Alright. Well, now that we're all mostly on the same page, that means we can also bash our heads together. Maybe figure out something different here.
Do you know where she is?
No.
Do you think she can be reasoned with?
Kind of like looks up at you, and her face is kind of empty, and well, I thought she cared about me, and then she left me to rot in that siphon. I don't know.
Because I'm going to. Forgetting all the sides of the story recently. So, and I believe you. I do. But I think I need to talk to her to be able to try to make some sense and see if I can stop this. If we can stop this. So if you know of any information where she might be, I understand you would have possibly given it to us, but if you have any idea, please let us know.
Christopher.
Yes.
Can I see where those pages are missing from your journal?
I will hand over the journal.
While they are figuring out how to make sure that Eleanor stops using herself as a battery and doesn't die, I would love to do some magic. If I could, Game Master.
Sure.
I'm gonna roll some weird. Holy heck!
Hell yeah.
What would you like to do?
So, utilizing the ripped out page, like the little leftover pages where the pages from his journal have been ripped out, containing the remainder of the information that he did not share with us, and the information he did share with us. I'm going to try to utilize this to observe another place or time, specifically trying to locate those pieces of paper, where they might have gone, or who had touched them last. So if she still has them in her possession, or she was the last person to handle them, I would like to see where they are now.
Samantha Thatcher.
As me.
You've lived in Willoghby Falls for a long time.
Yeah.
There are many places you haven't gone to in Willoghby Falls. One place specifically, is the historical Wiggins Manor on the hill overlooking Willoghby Falls. It actually sits about 4 miles shy of the actual falls that goes down into the river that passes through the actual town itself. It is a large, sprawling manor. I think it's about 150 acres of just equestrian farmland, actual beautiful farms, farmers working it all the time. The building itself isn't that big. I think it was only like a 4-bedroom, a couple of libraries and stuff like that inside, a few studies, a massive ballroom, and a large grand foyer. The whole thing's made out of white marble. And in the middle of the entire thing, and like a spiraling staircase situation, is a statue of the original Wiggins, standing proud on top of a tree stump, holding his pet dog, holding an axe, with his raccoon hat with the raccoon thing going somewhere off to the side, staring proudly into a large ornate window that looks out over the falls. You see a shape that you're now very intimate with, that you understand fully and know exactly what it looks like. You see Eleanor Whitaker and the outfit she wore before she looks into your eyes.
You cut out after the outfit.
What was the last thing you heard?
The last words I heard were the outfit.
Okay. Looking up at this with the Stace, you see Eleanor Whitaker in the same outfit that you first encountered her in. Before she looks into your eyes and you see 2 golden orbs with red slits in between the 2 of them. Before a wave of her hand in your vision now.
Cool. I assume that's going to take up a little bit of time, so you guys do your thing while Samantha's doing her witch stuff.
No, it happens pretty instantly.
Oh, then rad.
You get a 14. I'm going to be like, void for an hour.
I'm the most gifted witch of any generation.
Like, Samantha? Oh, you're doing the thing. You're doing the thing again? Okay, got it. Like snapping their fingers in front of your face. Samantha, oh man.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that she's got completed wide out eyes, because imagine to be kind of like bouncing around in her skull like pinballs or something.
Yeah, if she had irises, her eyes would have rolled back in her head. Technically, they still do roll back in her head, but you can't really tell, especially since she's got the sunny G's. But she will kind of seem to zone out for a moment before snapping the journal very suddenly closed. We've got a location.
Where?
She's at the Wiggins Manor. And I look at Eleanor, dressed as you.
He's just concentrating, but put the. It's you're not physically trying to fight back a sob, but mentally you can kind of see it happen, even if you're not in there. But she focuses on what she's doing.
So I suppose here are our choices. We leave Eleanor here to hold the line, so to say, while we go deal with the situation. Or we find an alternate battery. Whatever or whoever that might be.
Honestly, given the look of her, I don't think we have even enough time for that.
Fine. Go do it.
You're not fine.
I'm going to look through my stuff. Using magical laboratory, Grizz, could I find something that might be able to help Eleanor keep this up while not sapping as much of her strength?
I know I said pretty much you have it all carrying around with you, but this is big magic.
It also says like using Hughes magic and big magic. I was just kind of hoping, so I understand.
If you had started the big magic with her, maybe, but
right, but no. Okay,
I mean,
just a hope.
yo, Christopher, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to help with big magic, you know who to call.
Thank goodness, because I couldn't make that suggestion.
Gosh.
Also, Christopher. Sorry, Callum.
Yeah.
You also have someone you can call. And Samantha. You haven't thought about him in a while, but if you had to make a deal for something real quick, you also know who to call.
Ghostbusters?
And now we can't stream anymore. We're out. We're done. Too late.
It was worth it.
Damn it, we got canceled.
The joke was worth it.
It wasn't worth it at all. But yes, we're pausing the scene here to pause it to the three of you. You do have access to someone who may be able to help you.
Is this the big M, or do we each individually have someone we can call upon?
You each individually could big M because all of you have interacted with the big M.
Yeah, no, I'm not allowed to call Grandma for this one.
I don't think so, no. Grandma would be like, I could bring D. I've dealt with these before. It's all you. But as we pause this question, because it's a big one, I think here is where we're going to take. Well, actually, no. Talk it out.
Samantha will.
I'm not gonna call the guy.
Samantha will.
This is in your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said we were talking out because Samantha will look at Callum and Christopher and say,
well, I'll put it this way. You know he's around, so you could. Callum has actually interacted with him twice. Christopher's the only one who's actually talked to him the entire time.
And that's why it would be extremely funny for Samantha to say at this exact moment, this hasn't come up in a while, but we did meet someone some time ago that might be of help.
Oh, no, you're not gonna bring him here.
Christopher is just silent throughout all of this.
Hey, Christopher.
Yep.
Your leg itches.
I know it hasn't. We haven't seen hide nor hair of him since we saw him that first time, but from what I know, Crossroads demons do tend to linger when not disposed of correctly. Especially to, and looks between all of us, or especially around individuals who like to pursue high stakes and desperate situations.
Christopher is just itching his leg a little bit.
You know,
Which is a good thing that. Which is a good thing that none of us have taken any deals with them or anything like that.
That's precisely what I'm suggesting, Callum.
Oh, fuck.
And since I thought of it,
Magma, are you around?
Oh.
No. Out of the shadows behind Eleonora, flickering in the green light hanging above all of you in this circle, steps out Magma, once again in an impeccably tailored Italian suit, goatee freshly curled, eyes glittering with excitement, hands behind his back, and he goes, "Hello, Christopher." My, things are getting juicy.
Yes, they are.
You see, I heard the term crossroad demon from far, far away. I was currently sipping on some wine in the Riviera. I couldn't help but notice they were talking about me first. Do they not know? Have you not told them?
Christopher is just
You look around, both of them are currently frozen in time. He's doing his old shit again.
God damn it. This fucker right here.
Shakes my fist angrily at you. I have not told him. No.
Well, that's kind of like that. They're right here. And this one, like strokes Callum's jacket, looks impeccable.
Fucker, absolute fucker. I'm so mad right now.
is he flirting with you?
Shrugs.
Oh, he was doing it to Callum, but yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's my question.
A little bit, yeah. So, Christopher, your leg is done.
My leg is done.
Mm-hmm. Look, I dressed for the occasion. If I was dressed like this on the Riviera, I would, but that's not the point. I'm just so excited. I wanted to look my best.
It is done, so you're free to take it.
Right now, in the midst of all this, you don't need a leg.
Do need help, but
you see, this contract is up. The leg is mine. I will take it as I so fit, when I so please. There's another part of the contract that's up that I don't need to give a fuck about anymore. Do you want to know what that is, Mr.
What?
Christopher Watson?
what is that,
And-
Magma?
He leans in real close. I don't have to be quiet about it anymore. And he snaps his fingers. Samantha,
Hi.
Callum,
Yeah.
as if by magic, the second you met is Christopher says, "Magma, are you here?" Magma is there. arms behind his back, smiling at the three of you, eyes wide, and he looks happier than you will probably ever see anyone. Here we are in the archives, or what were the archives, of the Harrison Whitaker Community College. And we have our three hunters standing in the middle of a ordinarily powerful depression circle being physically powered by Eleanor Whitaker. And before Eleanor, standing in there in an impeccably tailored Italian suit, hair slicked back, goatee freshly coiffed, mustache curled, is one Mogma the Crossroads Demon with a smile that is sickeningly happy. Hello, everyone.
Samantha will look him up and down, and then quirk just a little smile and hold her hand out to him. I don't think we've been officially introduced.
Yes, we have.
Not on my end. Not politely.
Nothing I do is polite.
I'm Sam. And she holds
Pleasure to
out her
meet you,
hand
Sam.
to shake his hand.
Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Samantha, is that your full name?
That's cute. I'm not
No.
telling you my full name.
I don't know. I don't need your full name. I can just look into your soul, which I have, and two things have occurred to me. One, your lineage, and two, my goodness. I like what I see, but there's just a lot of it. I've stared into pits like that before. Looking you dead in the eyes, the smile gets bigger.
Her fingers are going to curl, and she's going to make a gesture, and I'm going to try to cast magic.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I am going to try to use magic to trap a specific person, minion, or monster.
Okay.
That is a success. The specific person, minion, or monster is Mogma, the Crossroads Demon.
Sure. What does it look like?
So she tries to make contact with him, but he seems a little too smart for that. So she's like, okay, there's no guarantee this will work, but let's give it a shot, because out of character, if he had touched her hand, I would have automatically used luck to succeed no matter what. But she took the chance. I got an 11. She gestures in a kind of pentagram shape, and suddenly he is encircled in a glowing sphere that it's just a little hot to the touch. And she's smiling softly. Oh, did you see that? I think we have some negotiating to do.
Darling, I don't have to negotiate anything. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Let's
But
call
I
it a
appreciate
precaution.
this. It's a little warmer for most people, but this is exactly the temperature I most enjoy.
I try to keep my guests comfortable.
I appreciate that. Well, while I'm here, you see him snap his fingers, and a beach chair appears, and he's gonna kick back, lean back, and he snaps the fingers again, and he starts sipping on a mojito.
Love this guy. I love this vibe.
Fucking
Still
hate
in a
this
suit,
guy.
by the way. Still in a suit, by the way. Now then.
The restraint makes me feel more comfortable.
Now that I'm in relative beach temperature, it is actually quite like the Riviera from the temperature in here. What can I do for the three of you?
I mean, I'm not gonna say it. I'll let you guys handle that portion.
But you're the one with all of the ideas, aren't you? Weren't you trying to do this exact same thing the last time, Callum?
Actually, no, it involved more trumpets.
I meant trapping me to negotiate.
And it also involved more circles, too. I really think about it.
But you're the one with the plans. Surely you have a plan for this? Proposal, an idea, an occurrence.
Christopher's just oddly silent in the back.
I look at the boys and I'm like, so this is me.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Got this.
No, it's just very interesting to me. The last time, if I remember correctly, you were completely willing to throw their lives away to succeed in your mission. Did you not tell them about that?
Looks over at
No. He leans forward in the chair, puts a hand on his knee, and sips his mojito. No, Callum made it a part of our original deal that your lives would be forfeit in order to make sure the people you were trying to save were saved. He never did
Actually, he never really shook on the deal either, so, it didn't really happen and all that.
Because they canceled my contract and I disappeared, Callum. You were...
Oh, you get up there?
I stopped. My contract was annulled and I disappeared, Callum. You were going to accept it.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Details weren't exactly important when I got the results.
Samantha looks at you, and for once, it is not belabored or like frustrated or like that, oh, I'm so disappointed look. It's actual genuine shock.
He's very much trying to not make eye contact.
I feel like I ruined the mood. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I hate it when someone goes, no, you handle it, when they had so much to handle before the handling it. Like, clear the air, take out the sheets.
You think you're cute, don't you?
Samantha, I'm adorable.
Yes.
I look at Christopher.
Yep.
Have you put my life on the line with the demon without telling me? Because now's the time to put that out there.
No, not at all.
Magma. We're having a bit of an energy crisis here. We have a battery that's running low. And despite its flaws, looks at Eleonora. We're not looking to let this one go dead. So, I'm assuming that you've got it in spades, or at the very least, some sort of pact will generate a nice amount of energy, at least enough to get us through to our aims. Am I correct?
Well, of course I do. This isn't the first time I've helped you out of a bind, especially when it comes to saving something.
You've never helped me.
Oh, yes, I have, Samantha. His eyes just go a little brighter, and you see the trap he put in shiver, and you get the impression that it's his own emotions, not his magic, that's making it move. I've helped you save Willoghby Falls twice.
Your little tricks and double speak are very sweet, but we're talking terms here.
This isn't double. Not even triple. It's singular. You know, I deal with a lot of really old creatures. I like talking to them. And it was really nice to see... I probably cracked up a bit. It was really nice to see my old friend the Dryad so hale and healthy again.
I look at Christopher, who had magically found a recipe to be able to help bring that poor suffering dryad back from the brink.
Christopher just looks down a little bit ashamed, but
Magma, the crossroads demon, you love dwelling on the past. I'm looking towards the future.
I understand that you're looking towards the future, Samantha. I truly do. But the reason I bring up the past is because how people handle past contracts or dealings or licenses, as it were, directly influences how they may handle future contracts and the like. Now, I need to look at these situations and understand how I can benefit from them and make sure I don't get fucked over. And I think it's in your best interest to know how the people you may be potentially in the contract with may handle their contract.
And this isn't their contract.
Isn't it?
It will be mine.
Oh.
Oof, shit.
oh my god. Samantha,
Only
no.
you?
Samantha, no.
I'm in no need of a co-signer.
But they look so distressed.
I couldn't imagine why. No.
Samantha,
What?
don't do this. I'm willing to help, but we're even willing to do it again, but don't.
We don't even know what the price will be.
Yeah, but it'll suck if it's all put on one person. And, well, I'd be remiss not to throw in my own 2 cents, considering the fact that I did try and make a bit of a risky gamble at the whole start of all this, so might as well help pick up the tab.
I wouldn't ask other people to pay when my bill comes due, Callum. That's not who I am.
Hey, Samantha. Fuck you and your fancy words. I'm putting my tab down, too. If you're gonna pay, I'm gonna pay. And that's it.
I'm gonna pay again.
Again! Don't think we're not going to talk about that, Christopher. And, she tries for that normal tone that she has, where it's like a scolding mother, but it really just breaks at the end. And it doesn't quite have the same authority.
Well, hold on one moment. He stands up, still takes a sip of his mojito. Oh, father. And you... Samantha?
Oh, you cut out.
He stands up, holding his mojito, takes a sip. Oh, right. He looks around at the trap and goes, desperately trying to be respectful here. Can you drop this before I just kind of ruin your day?
Bold of you to assume that my day isn't already ruined, Magma.
Drop it, Samantha.
Or what?
Oh, your day's gonna get a lot worse.
There is, a viciousness that seems to rise up in her. You've piqued my curiosity. But I don't have the time.
Neither do I.
State your terms.
Drop the trap, Samantha. I need to take care of business before I state anything.
And what business is that?
Drop the trap, Samantha. Time is ticking and it's very much against you.
I'll make you a deal. I'll drop the trap.
Drop the trap, Samantha. There is no deal. You're playing in a darkness you don't understand, and I wish to aid you, but you're punching above your weight.
Oh.
Please.
She will drop it. But all that energy gets sucked into her hand and remains prepared. Make one wrong step around people I love and see what fucking happens.
Listen, darling. And he kind of brushes himself off. Takes a step forward. There are many forces in the world. I'm one of them. And as long as there's a crossroads, I will be eternal. Don't threaten me again. Now. Okay. Must have spoiled my mojito. Takes another sip. Now, before we can actually continue with anything, I need to finish out a contract I have in place with one of the people proposing to do another one. Christopher.
Yes.
You understand, I can't. Well, I mean, I can, but I won't make another contract with you without receiving this.
I understand.
Are you ready?
I look over at Callum and Samantha. I'll be needing some help afterwards, so yeah, I'm ready.
Christopher, what is he talking about?
Go ahead, Magma.
Very well.
And I'm going to roll up my pant leg.
Oh, it's nothing as gruesome as that. But the two of you see for the first time his pant leg rolled up. His leg is made entirely out of some wildly magical, like humanoid wood. Like it just looks like it's covered in bark, has leaves coming out of it, and it's crawling up and goes about almost to the top of his left leg. And you can actually see him flex his toes.
Samantha covers her mouth with a hand like she is just so unbelievably horrified.
Callum kind of low whistles. Man, if that thing grows anymore, he'll really be growing some wood, if you know what I mean.
I punch Callum.
Oh,
I knew I liked that one.
oh, my solar plexus.
Samantha is actively crying.
Oh, I feel terrible.
All right, roll that back down. You really didn't show everyone. God, I was going to be that gruesome. Yeah.
Okay. Then,
all right.
It's going to punch you in the shoulder, and you're like, yeah, she punched me in the stomach.
But Mogwed takes you by both shoulders and looks you right in the eye and says, "It's gonna hurt." He holds his fingers out in front of your face and snaps them. Callum, you're looking at Christopher standing there with Mogwed directly in front of him, and you're looking down at that leg. And it's a similar situation to what you had before. It's like there's his leg, and then there's a brief moment of object permanence before you realize it's just a pant leg. There's nothing there.
Shit.
I will rush to catch him before he falls over.
Oh, he's holding Mogwed's holding him up.
Yeah, I push Mogma out of the way. I don't want him touching him.
Sam, just stay back.
Up. He just snap his fingers again, and you see the pant leg start to fill up again, and then you see a shoe at the bottom, and you see a sadistic smile on the face of Mogma as he pats Christopher on the shoulder. I do so love a few puns. Enjoy your phantom leg. I'm not entirely cool. And you feel like it feels like your leg has fallen asleep. Do you wish to pull up your pant leg?
Yes.
There's nothing there.
What the?
You have a shoe on the bottom, like your foot would be there, and you like wiggle your toes and you feel the shoe move around, but there is nothing there.
This is weird. This is so weird.
What?
That's wild. Hey, if you start wearing booty shorts, you'll be able to surprise kick people,
I will punch you again. Do not test me.
Oh, got my kidney this time.
I didn't punch you this time. I said I will. Don't test me. You just felt that.
Pleasure doing business with you, Christopher. That will come in handy very, very soon.
Okay.
Actually, you see Mogba look over at Callum with like a sad smile, but he didn't work there. Do you see what I mean? It didn't. I'm sorry. Anyway, who wants to make a deal?
We do. I believe. Look over at Sam.
We need power.
You do.
Magical power like a battery that will sustain as long as we need it to while we handle this situation. What's the going rate, Magma? Is it a thumb or all the way up to an entire arm?
And I have agreements from all three of you that you'll give me something.
If what I can offer isn't sufficient, and only if they agree.
Oh, that's not how this is going to work. Everyone will give me an exact third of equality. I'm sure I'll make it exactly equal in my eyes, I promise. Let's see. Until you resolve the situation. All right. Well. Like, rubbing his goatee, sips on his mojito, rubs his goatee, thinking, All right. Let's see. The darkness within you, the knowledge you have, and the icy winds that swirl around inside of you. He points to each one of you in that order. I do believe that will suffice.
You want some of my knowledge?
I want the darkness inside of her because it is absolutely astoundingly beautiful to look at. And the pure tundra that roils around the inside of this man.
Okay, to clarify, are you taking the whole thing or just a little bit of the thing? Because I'm going to be honest, the AC is kind of broken in my shack.
I am sure that the AC is indeed broken in that brick house of yours.
Okay, you kind of didn't answer my question, though.
Oh, you're dim-witted too? It's amazing. Get to live, I'm more interested. There are magical powers, Callum.
Don't call him stupid. Only I can do that.
Oh, stupid.
Dim-witted. It's the same thing.
Reasonably slow.
Okay, can I just get some clarification on whether or not you're taking the whole thing, just a little bit of the thing?
Your ability to control ice, Callum. I want it. For a time.
Oh, for a time. Well, shit, I mean, if it's just alone.
Yes. Oh, I will say this. For the duration that you need this energy that I'm about to give you, once that ends, you will receive everything back.
That's honestly pretty fair.
Samantha will look at the two of them and then say very grudgingly to Magma, "The darkness is not mine to give."
Oh, I know who I'm taking it from.
Then you can take up your debt with him. It.
Oh. Oh, I'm counting on him coming down to ask why.
Enjoy your little chat.
Do we have an accord?
Game Master, mechanically, does this mean I cannot do magic until the situation is resolved?
No, that is not what he is taking.
Okay. Like if that's something that I will not know the in-game ramifications until it happens, cool.
No. So
I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
The spooky side of you, the darkness that's roiling around inside of you, not your magical power, but the other side, he's taking. That is what he's asking for.
Taking what?
The spooky side.
Am I breaking up for you or everybody else?
No, I missed the last because I can't tell when it's ending. So the dark side.
Yes.
Understood. Interesting. Oh, that will be very interesting.
Yes. He's taking the darkness inside of you is what he's asking for.
Okay. Okay.
How you want that to look when it is gone? You will still be alive. You're not dead, by the way.
No, I understand that. I understand.
Okay. Here I am just killing PCs. It's fine.
Hi guys, I'm dead.
Wait, what? Do we have an accord?
Yes. With me, at least.
Yes.
Yeah, deal.
I will hold out my hand to shake.
Oh, you...
My grandmother taught me manners.
I understand, but I'm also weirdly a germaphobe.
I spit on my hand and hold it out to him.
I respect that maneuver, but still no. Maybe a fist bump one day. Here we go.
I wipe my hand on Callum's jacket.
That's right.
Oh, what the hell?
And by the power vested in me, I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind. I forgot I was live streaming for a moment. I can't make that joke. Yep. I can't make that joke.
You'll have to tell me what that is later because I have zero idea.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Great. Well, tie a few strands of threads together, and you see him like cross his hands and then pull them apart, and you see this intricate web as he twists it around into a rope and then pull. And you see his eyes glow up and the smile gets bigger. It's like, oh, that's delicious. And Callum, you feel so much warmer than you ever have. Samantha, that pit that's always kind of inside that you not always suppress, but you've just gotten so used to it. It's been there for so long. It kind of dissipates for a moment. And it feels emptier than it was before. And Christopher. You're not sure what he took. As he takes that flowing rope that he has and kind of like ties off the ends real quick, and you see him kind of like his jacket pats it. That always feels good. I like it. Sorry. Against my decorum. Now then, let's see. Energy source. What did I put that thing? You see him like reaching around his jacket, reaching around the other side, flick down his sleeves. Oh. I forgot where I put it. You see his eyes kind of roll back into his head, and he kind of like, he opens up his mouth, and you see him reach his hand in and pull out this massive vial of like roiling, viscous, like brownish liquid that kind of pulses with a golden energy as he like pulls out this foot-long vial out of his throat and into the air. Oh, I forgot I put things in there. Well then. Open wide, and without warning, he turns around, and Eleanor, who's been quiet, he can see her fading, kind of looks up and just sort of like, what? He like opens her mouth and just dumps this vial down her throat. And you see it all just kind of like vanish into her as you just see this golden glow kind of go down her body as her eyes go back and glowing wide, and you see a golden light emanate from her mouth, and there's this of energy that kind of spreads through this massive underground space. And you see her kind of slowly suspend in the air, still like cross-legged in the center of this, and essentially stops moving. A little vitamin C and everything's taken care of. He turns around to the three of you. That should do it.
All right.
You have 8 hours.
Samantha's hand is like shaking as she lifts up her hand and pulls down her sunglasses. And she now has brown eyes. There is something fuller about her face. She doesn't look quite so pale. But that confidence that she walks around with seems to be replaced with just this lost look on her face.
Samantha, are you okay? And
Grizz, wait, who are you talking about? Who's this strange woman right here?
Honestly, Callum, you were looking at it just a moment ago. Like,
I will also punch Callum in the opposite shoulder.
We need to go.
All right, yeah, let's
You'll be back in its arms soon, my dear. I promise you.
When Magma speaks, she flinches.
I'm just going to take Samantha's arm and just lead her out of the area. Again, thank you for doing, as always, Magma. It was nice doing business. Gotta always be polite, even if it's a situation I don't like.
Don't skip leg. Damn it, my voice yeah. The internet was doing so well. It was doing so well.
That was such a good joke.
Right.
I heard it though. Don't skip leg day. Yep. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
We're good.
I heard it.
Sweet. Anyway, you can get going because she's only getting more excited about the friends you may or may not make. I've known her for a long time, but she's not a patient one.
Yep. All right. Let's hurry.
Do you know something interesting? The very first deal that I ever made in Willoghby Falls was with a dragon. Have a good night, everyone. And he just gives a bow and wisps into the air.
Well, shit.
All right, let's head to the Wiggins estate.
All right. We're gonna Batman transition the ever-living fuck out of this.
Yep.
And as you're driving and as you're transitioning, Samantha, how are you holding up?
So, you know how when people are talking about things that they have been through where they say that changed who I am? For Samantha, it is, as you said, she's always had this thing that has been almost taking up space in her chest, and she has grown around it. And now it's just empty. And she doesn't really seem to know who or what she is without it. If you had asked her before and someone said, "Oh, I will offer to take this entity away from you," she would have said, "Yeah, please. But now that something that is almost as vital to her as her own heart is gone, she seems younger. She seems scared. And it's actually kind of pathetic.
Callum.
Yeah.
You've always had like an innate touch with magic.
Ah.
And as you kind of like and I'm back, as you're playing around with the energy in your hands, water is lost to you. It's just gone. Like you've always been able to reach out and do something with it, but it won't respond to you right now.
Well, shit. That's a good thing I still got my fire.
Do you reach out for the heat?
A little bit, yeah.
It's intense. Almost stings a little bit. And you start to understand that you've had a very delicate balance between those two elements always rolling around in your body, ready to be let loose. But now that one of them suppressed or at least it's gone, well, you can't really, you can't feel it. The other half seems to burn a little brighter than you'd think is safe for you or anyone around you.
Well, shit.
Meanwhile, in the car, Callum's just saying well shit over and over. Well, don't laugh, Christopher.
I know.
You're racking your brain. You're thinking as hard as you can. You don't know what he took. Your brain is an encyclopedia. You're the main man of monster knowledge in this bitch. Like, you know so much about so many things that are supernatural, and you're going through each thing as you're driving. Carefully, by the way, you're driving carefully.
Of course,
for the life of you, all he said was he was taking information, but you can't tell if it was deliberate or maybe you hadn't been thinking about it in so long. You don't know what he took from you. And the fact that this Crossroads demon decided that you had the knowledge that he needs?
That's scary. I'm just going through like my head. It's like, okay. And it's just like softly like repeating like demons, dragons. Like softly going over my head like everything I know about each one, and it's like and seeing if there's any like discrepancies, like no, that doesn't seem right, or no, that's right. What did he take?
Here's what I'll do for you, Christopher. You're not sure what he meant, but the darkness inside of Samantha, the tundra inside of Callum, your knowledge, and you're still not sure why, but he needed that leg from you. You can make me a magical library roll if you want to.
Will do. $12.
Why do you have a +1?
So lore library is I get +1 for to investigate a mystery.
Oh.
That's what lore library does, basically.
Man, why do you need that? You have a +3. You just stop. Like, seriously.
I just got the +3. I just got the +3.
I'm going to start having you roll tough from now on for whatever you research anything. Carrying all these fucking massive books in your fucking big ass head. All right. Well, given all of the things that he seems to be wanting from the four of you, or This seems like big magic.
Right. Seems like big magic.
What would a crossroads demon want to do with some big magic? As you pull up on the outside of the historical Wiggins Manor, the three of you are kind of distracted, lost in your thoughts, but as you exit the, I don't know what he drives, station wagon, the AMC Gremlin that he drives, I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't see anyone in the fields. You don't see any people around. There are no cars. It's the same level of quiet you experienced in the forest.
I'm going to, at least I will, of course, be curious and help Samantha out of the car. And then just start heading my way towards the banner itself.
Callum will step out and follow.
Samantha will follow at a distance, kind of like messing with her with her nails and looking around with these like wide. There's no way to describe them other than like brown baby cow eyes.
Oh.
This is very different from her usual brisk nature.
What do you do, guys? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry. There was the statue. I saw her near the statue. She looks like she looks like Eleonora. Her eyes are gold though.
Okay, good to know. Start.
All right.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just we're. Yeah, there's everything's fine. I'm okay.
Are you sure, Samantha?
Yeah. We gotta go. We gotta move.
Yeah, let's start making my way, but I'm still glancing occasionally over at Samantha, making sure she is okay.
She seems generally fine. She's just like really anxious.
Reasonably so.
Like I basically had like some internal organ like removed and was like, "You'll be fine. I'll see you in 8 hours." And I was like, "Okay."
You'll bring my kidneys back, right? So as you open the front doors, you realize you can't push them fully open. You realize there's a blockage in front of them.
There's a blockage. Okay.
And as you push, Christopher, with all of your manly might. Roll a kick the math.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all right. All right.
Yeah.
Did any of us put points in tough?
Oh.
LOL. It's tough.
No, you didn't.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure I knew.
There it is. All right, here we go. And actually an 8.
Not bad.
With a -1. Look at you.
We're so back, y'all. We're so back.
We're so back.
The two of you are rather impressed by Christopher going, and probably slightly almost pulling something as he pushes the doors open. And as with like a,
oh god.
when you thrust the doors open, you realize as you look before you, there's just rubble everywhere as the once mighty tall statue of the founder, or one of them at least, of Willoghby Falls is no more, and it is obliterated, and there's just rubble all around this central atrium.
Oh man.
She's strong.
She is. But I hope everything can work things out. I'm just going to try to continue to look for try to see if I can track where the dragon went, where she went.
Do you look around the atrium?
I do.
Cool. You look upwards, and on the balcony of the second floor, you see two golden eyes looking down at the three of you. It's kind of in the shadow. You can't quite see her, but those eyes are hard to miss.
Does my head still hurt, or is that gone? With the dark force.
Your innate abilities, with or without it. So now that you're farther away from the actual suppression area, it hurts significantly less. Now it's like an annoying tingling in the base of your neck. Like, God, there, ew.
Okay, understood.
Okay. So I will look up at the person standing there. We're here. We've been trying to search for you all day. And we just want to talk.
Then speak. The voice has a sharper, lower gravel to it, but it is the same voice overall of one Eleanor Whitaker.
Yeah, now Samantha is going to step behind Callum.
Fair.
Look, I really do want to help, but what happened to you should not have happened, but I want to just try to help. So can you tell us what is happening that you need help with? Or is there a way we can resolve this peacefully?
Resolve this peacefully. Young boy, blood has been spilled for weeks now.
And it can stop.
Why?
None of them were the ones who made the deal. Those people have been long.
They were the ones who left me down there. And you feel like the light in the room darken slightly. They all had the opportunity. All of them. They never forgot that I was down there.
generation after generation knew. They were told. There was no lie passed down. They never thought I was a great evil. They knew. And they left me.
But now you're out. They don't deserve to die.
Don't they? A 100 years of imprisonment just so they could betray you. You want to stand there and tell me I don't deserve, after everything I've gone through, to be judge, jury, and executioner?
A trembling Samantha pokes her head around the side of Callum and just says, almost too quiet to be heard, I'm sorry. You must have been scared.
Eight weeks ago was the first time I've seen a blue sky. 8 years.
Oh.
And all of those years, you were right. I was scared I'd never see another one.
What was it like to see the sun again after so long? Sorry, did you say something?
Bless.
Oh, okay. Sorry, with the voice, it's hard to understand.
All right. The dragon's just like, let me get some water real quick. Let me get back to it.
So
You wanted to step for some tea.
I got chamomile.
she'll take like a tiny step forward, and she looks like she's like shrinking in on herself, but I didn't know. None of us knew, even though I probably should have. A lot of us should have. Does that mean that we're guilty too?
My quarrel is not with you.
I don't know where revenge stops. Do you?
Stops when I finish the blaze I started all those years ago.
And all the people you have no quarrel with, what are they? And she is going to attempt.
Do I have the chance to answer that question before you do that?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Her response is, and you see her lean over the railing for the first time. What you see is not Eleanor Whitaker, as much so, but you do see golden scales instead of the pale skin that you saw before, just slightly slitted nostrils, and you see the spiked teeth as you feel like the dragon is resisting an urge to transform.
Handling.
Go ahead.
Samantha will squeak and like kind of fall back against Callum a little bit, but she will look at the dragon and using her telepathy, in a manner trying to manipulate, but mostly just using it to like put the understanding in her mind. She's not trying to take any information from what the dragon is thinking. She is trying to share her thoughts with them of not only the fear and the sorrow, but also the love, if that makes sense. The love that she has for her grandmother and for her friends and for the town itself, no matter how much it has shunned and hated her in her life. I think I would roll that as manipulate someone, but I'm genuinely not certain.
Before you do that, I think I had to deal this. Say this to Callum. You should look at the ruling under manipulate someone, because there are rules for manipulating a monster.
That's the thing. I'm not sure because, like, she can understand our language, and that's the thing. There's no clear-cut way for, like, because she's not trying to manipulate her. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Is she's trying to share with her telepathy her feelings. So would that
would just be weird.
Okay, then if I can just roll weird, then that's what I'll do.
Okay. Yeah, because by default in the rulings, for people who don't know, by default the hunters can't manipulate monsters. Even if a monster can talk on reason, it cannot be trusted to keep its word. Also, from a monster point of view, hunters wanting to make a deal are probably in a weak position, so this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the hunters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just didn't know what stat it would like cleanly fall under.
You good? I wanted to read the ruling out to our listeners so they understood what I'm just like.
Yeah,
big old
perfect.
Dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Oh, that didn't go well.
I'm gonna roll a weird.
Do it.
That's a mixed success.
Understood. You see the eyes kind of squint and its head twitch. Before the eyes, you're already kind of anxious, but the eyes kind of glare at over and squint at you, Samantha.
I will fight the urge to hide behind Callum's coat again.
Stop touching my mind, small one.
I'm sorry.
I understand your message. If you want everyone to flee, they have time. But my goal remains the same.
So you other two, especially you, Callum, feel free to speak. It was a partial success, but it did register. So that's Samantha.
Yeah, totally fair.
Yep. Jimmy, you have spoken. I'm actually waiting to Callum to actually say something.
Okay.
So you're really just planning on burning everything down. Again.
Why shouldn't I?
I don't know. Seems a little stereotypical, doesn't it?
Are you negging a dragon?
Oh my god.
I don't know how a dragon thinks, but I don't know, after being cooped up down there for God knows how long, I think I'd honestly want to do something else with my life. I don't know. Maybe that's just my human perception talking there. Revenge is a hell of a flame to be playing with.
Why don't you sit in the pit for 100 years and think of nothing else? And then come back to me to see if your opinion changes.
Tempting, but right now I'm on the opposite end, looking down at a dragon who has.
Can you repeat that?
Tempting, but right now I'm on the opposite end, staring at a dragon who has.
Okay, because I didn't hear the H in that, so I started staring at a dragon's ass, and I'm like, I don't think that was correct. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
So what would you have me do, sorcerer, wielder of the great flame? Forgive them. Suffer no trespass.
Not entirely, but you know, some wise fucker once told me that the best kind of revenge is living your best life. A little birdie once told me that a certain dragon once had dreams of making their own land where they wouldn't be disturbed. I don't know. It's a thought, but maybe creating rather than destroying might be a little better in the long run.
Will create. Over the ashes, as I was promised at the beginning of all of this. This town was supposed to be mine. But instead of making a new deal, or maybe even pleading with me, they decided betrayal. Yes, Silver One.
What if we were to make a deal with you? Not to do this.
Another deal. Well, I know 3 names thou should never be made a deal with. So please, what do you have in mind? 'Cause it seems like you have something in play as it is. I can smell that red bastard on you. So then, it seems you know how to make a deal. And at least keep your end of a bargain.
I do. And honestly, I don't think this town needs to know of the presence of dragons in this area. And I would like to keep it that way. But at the same time, I don't like what people have done to your kind. Betraying, killing them, or just not going on their word. So, as long as I think we can try to cohabitate, we could bring in as many dragons, you could bring in as many dragons, and I'll even help you give you more locations, and they can come here. But you don't involve any of the townsfolk. Don't do anything that could harm any of them. I want this to be a place where we can...
What about the Wiggins, the Whittakers, and the Willoughbys?
Have you thought about running for mayor? That would give...
What?
Oh my god.
You want
Now-
lordship over this? What better way of screwing over the family owner, the family pounders, than, I don't know, running this place? Fairly. Without, and the Wiggins would have nothing to do with it anymore.
Okay, hang on now. Now keep cooking. Come on.
You can make laws enacting different changes. Maybe bringing up some past mistakes that the old founders have done.
Callum's eyes widen a little. She could get the sheriff off my back. I wouldn't have to pay taxes anymore.
No, you're still having to
Shack
pay
would be
taxes.
mine.
No, the taxes.
I have a question for the three of you.
Yep.
Yeah?
Does anyone stop Callum from fucking saying that?
I'm currently cowering, so no.
I'm
Does
trying to shut
anyone?
him about the taxes in general, just being like, the IRS is going to always get you in then. The IRS will always
No,
get
I meant the second he starts saying the sheriff off of my back because you're skating on some of the most remarkable things.
I do want to try to stop him from the sheriff, though. Yeah.
I'll say you make it a little quieter, but Stabby, I love you, but holy shit, that was amazing. I'm like, no, not now. Because I'm over here to like, what role would this even be? And you're like, yeah, get the sheriff off of my back. Like, don't make it harder, please.
The timing was just too perfect.
It was beautiful. I'm so happy it happened, and it's canon, and it's here, and she probably heard him. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Holy shit, I'm so happy.
It's so real.
No,
It is. You can get me those Cluckies, the Clucky chips. They discontinued them, but I'm sure they still got some in the back.
You want to be mayor? I want hot chip.
Oh my god. She can bring back the mega cock combo meal.
No, it's dead. It's gone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I needed that.
Oh my god.
Okay, Jimmy.
Yep.
This is a wild approach.
Yeah.
Because you cannot actually manipulate this monster, and this monster has no reason to go along with this.
No, I know.
Oh yeah. So here's what I'm gonna have you do, Jimmy.
Okay.
She looks down at you, and you see the confused, but the sickened but curious looks in the eyes of this dragon. And why should I trust you?
I am, like you said, I have
No. Wait. I am going to make you roll, and I'm making you roll this.
Okay.
Dark path.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
In order,
Oh.
for you to succeed at this part of this conversation, before the deal was even made, I need you to roll a dark pass, and depending on how high of that roll is, it's not going to be about successes, it'll be the intensity of the secret that you give. I will make a roll of myself to see how hard she pushes for more.
Okay.
She has no reason to trust a human being, and you're not actually giving her one.
Okay.
You're a used car salesman right now.
Yep, I am. I hate to admit it, I am.
This small Midwestern town can fit so many dragons in it is literally what you're doing.
A little bit, yes, I am. Might as well, yep, okay.
Yep. One dark pass roll, please. I'm gonna make this roll on my table. 11.
Oh my God.
Why are you rolling with, does it make you roll with +1?
No, it's 5 + 5 plus my weird.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
Yep, it's 5 + 5 plus my weird. Yep.
I guess no. Well, I guess experts wouldn't really have weird. Otherwise, this would be so fucked all the time.
I came with +1 weird, so I was like, that was the whole.
Okay. I don't think I think you've rolled weird like maybe twice, and I'm like, where the fuck is that one coming from?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm. There's a reason why. Stuff. Yeah.
Well, because you fucked a dragon once. That's why you have +1 weird. We get it. Okay, you dragon.
You should have more weird from that.
Yeah. No. You're right, but no. You're correct, but no. Okay.
So that was good, right? That was good. That was good.
All right. I'm gonna roll this right now. I will see how hard she pushes for more after you divulge the secret. After she asks, "Why should I trust you?" And an 11 is intense.
Yeah. I have made deals with I did make a deal with Magma. Didn't try to backstab him. Didn't do anything to get out of my deal. I have done things I have regretted with dragons.
Wait,
and
what?
I was not involved. I was previously involved with looking for your kind. I was there for the right reasons. They were not. And I need to make up for it.
Connected twice in a row. That was hilarious. Keep going.
I have done unspeakable things to other beings, and I don't want to be part of that anymore. I feel like this is my way to make it up. This is the best option to avoid innocents dying. And honestly, it's about time we get rid of some of these founders in a better way than just killing. Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh no!
You're not telling me everything. Speak.
It's like
He's going to raise us down to the ground now.
I have relations with the dragon once, okay?
Callum's jaw drops.
Did you just make him admit that on the stand, Your Honor?
That's when everything changed. Fine. And it's just like, you can see that Christopher's face is like beet red. And
Samantha's eyes are just as wide as saucers, just staring at him.
Hang on. Whoa. Time out. He's literally making the T sign. You're telling me.
I just curl my fingers into Callum's jacket, stop later.
There is a bolt of, there's a crack of thunder that rattles the entire building, and suddenly in front of you, Christopher, is the dragon. You couldn't tell from the second floor, but she's got 2 feet on you. And you see her lean over you, and you see the hair that is Eleanor's go into her face, and she leans over you and pulls your chin up to look deeper into your eyes and tell me more. And that's what will end tonight's session.